Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of CTS Biz Talk. Hope everyone's having a great summer. So today's topic is an interesting one, and it's basically WordPress sites and the security behind them. So about 43 to 44% of all the websites for businesses worldwide utilize WordPress. WordPress is a very common, obviously commonly used CMS or content management system, which allows people to basically edit their website. You can add photos, embed videos, create pages automatically. So if you basically understand how to use Microsoft Word or Outlook, you can basically create and manage your own website. Super cool. The downside is one thing that everyone does miss, and that is the security aspects of WordPress. So if you're using something like BigCommerce or Shopify, one of the more expensive CMS systems, they're handling all those security updates for you, and there's nothing you can worry about. WordPress, on the other hand, in many cases, it's up to you. There are a couple WordPress hosting solutions that do charge quite a bit to handle all those security updates, but honestly, most people do it themselves. So I'm going to talk about the three things that you need to worry about from a WordPress perspective. Unless you're hosting your own servers like we do, the first one is the server itself. So WordPress is primarily hosted on Linux. So you can host it on Windows servers, but performance and security is a whole nother can of worms I'm not going to get into. So mostly it's on Linux boxes. And so you got to make sure that just like any Windows or Apple or Mac device, you need to be doing either monthly or quarterly updates on that server to make sure that the server itself is secure. So the second part is WordPress itself. So WordPress is constantly creating updates for the product itself. Updates could come as soon as 1 to 2 weeks. Typically, it's on a monthly rotation, and you got to keep up with it. So it's pretty easy. You hop into the back end of your site where you're an administrator, and you perform that update. The third piece is the actual plugin. So what's cool about WordPress is there's tons and absolutely crazy amounts of plugins. And what a plugin is basically it's a piece of code that you can either purchase or you can get basically on the web for free. There's also themes that you can install, but basically these are the pieces of your WordPress site that help with functions. So if you wanted integration with, let's say, a HubSpot, there's a plugin for that. If you want a calendar so you can schedule stuff on social media, there's a plugin for that. There's tons, literally thousands, tens of thousands of plugins. Well, those are obviously pieces of software, and those need to be updated to on a regular basis. So for our clients, depending upon the site, the complexity, the importance of its upkeep, you don't want that your website to be hacked and then brought down. So we are typically recommending on a quarterly basis doing WordPress updates so that it is secure and that you're not losing the site, data is not being extracted, or in the worst case, someone does not hack the site, but they have access to it, and then they're utilizing your site to send out spam and phishing attempts, which then gives your entire domain lower quality rankings, and nobody wants that. So anyway, if you do have a WordPress site, hopefully this helped. Make sure you're handling, or someone is handling, all those security updates. And hopefully you got some knowledge nuggets on this. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and share. Would appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, and take care.